In this video, we're going to talk about some considerations when building your live streaming setup. Broadly speaking, these come in three main categories. First, your computer. Second, your input sources like cameras, microphones, capture cards, and audio interfaces. And finally, your internet speed. Let's talk about your computer. Whether it's a Mac or a PC, whether you built it yourself or bought it off the shelf, it's important to keep a few things in mind. First, make sure that you choose a computer that's suited to your workflow and your budget. A person who is just streaming their webcam and a few slides needs a very different machine from someone who is streaming full 1080p live action sports at 60 frames per second. We have minimum specs and recommendations on our tech specs page, which will help you determine what computer you need to run Wirecast. A good rule of thumb that should be powerful enough for most use cases is to get a computer that has a quad-core processor with an NVIDIA or Radeon graphics card with at least 1 GB of video RAM and about 8 GB of system memory or RAM. That should be capable of handling most of the tasks around live streaming for most use cases. The next category I want to talk about are your input sources. Some important things to think about are what kind of cameras are you going to use? Will you be using your webcam or a more professional HDMI or SDI camera? Are you going to use an IP camera, something that comes in over the network, or maybe even your phone or mobile device? If you plan on using an HDMI or SDI camera, you'll need a device that can convert your camera signal into one that the computer can recognize. This is called a capture card. Capture cards come in all shapes, sizes, and prices. From external ones like this AJA UTAP, which converts an HDMI signal into a USB 3 one that you can plug into your computer, to internal ones like this PCIe card made by Blackmagic called the Intensity Pro 4K. Be sure that the capture card you choose will work for your camera and your computer. Finally, let's talk about your internet speed. For live streaming, it's your upload speed, not your download speed, that matters. Test your internet connection speed using sites like speedtest.net so you can find out exactly how fast both your download and your upload speeds are. You can stream audio or video on nearly any connection that has at least a speed of around 1 megabit per second. But if you plan on streaming high-definition video to Facebook Live, Twitter, Periscope, or YouTube, you'll want an upload speed of around 4 to 5 megabits per second. That should enable you to stream great-looking 1280 by 720p video at 30 frames per second to almost any destination with a little room left to spare. So hopefully that gives you a few helpful tips and things to consider as you begin your live streaming experience. If you don't want to worry about what computer to buy or what capture card to use, you may want to check out Wirecast Gear. It's our fully configured turnkey solution which was built from the ground up to run Wirecast. It already has a 4-channel capture card included and all the software preloaded on it and ready to go. Check it out over in the Wirecast Gear section of our website. And of course, if you have questions, please reach out to us. Our sales team would be happy to help you figure out what is the right setup for your needs. You can get more information or reach out to us at www.telestream.net. Thanks for watching.